Hi everyone, it's Judy here at River City Sewing, bringing you this week's video news. Well, I've got a few interesting little things for you this week as product wise, but as always, classes continue. We're getting back into that. Temperatures started to come back to a little bit more normalcy now, and hopefully a bit into better sewing weather. So hopefully you've all ventured back into that sewing room and started to look at your projects. Now, one of the things that we had on our social feeds this week was a little challenge that we put together that was to find 4 fabrics in your stash and to make something out of them but use them all completely. So if you haven't had a look at that little challenge, go and have a look. All I want is 4 fabrics. Just pull out 4 fabrics. It could be 4 fat quarters, it could be 4 larger pieces, it could be 4 leftover pieces that you had and you don't quite know what to do with. Pull them out, make something, but make sure you can make more than one thing, but make sure that you use the whole lot, okay? And this might jumpstart you into doing something new. So put your before and after photos on our customer gallery. So when you start, take a picture and post it to the River City Customer Gallery, which is a group on our Facebook page. And then we'll be able to have a look at the befores and afters. Now my before is going to go up today. I've managed to pull 4 fabrics out of my stash, and I will say they're all Orientals, okay, because that's the only thing I could get to at the moment now that this reno's on. So I've pulled 4 fabrics. I'll show you mine today, later today, and then I would love to see what you're pulling out of your stash. Don't be too crazy about it. Just go and pull out 4 fabrics, all right? Make something, post it. All right, that will encourage many other people who are finding it very hard to start, maybe to get motivated to actually do something with your stash and use up something that's been looking at you for a very long time. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be a table runner, it could be placemats, it could be a car pillow, it could be anything like that just uses that fabric in a practical way. Coasters and all those things. You might start some of your Christmas sewing. So this is a good way to get you motivated. 4 fabrics, use them completely. You can add other fabrics in if you need more, but those 4 fabrics, try to use as much of them as you can. We don't want to be wasting fabric. And once you've used them, that's great, because that leaves you room either you've got extra room in your stash, or it gives you some opportunity to add some other blenders or those kinds of things in your stash, okay? And giving you the satisfaction of using them at any one particular time. So the 4 fabric challenge starts now. We'll keep you posted, and have a look at our Facebook group. If you haven't been in the customer gallery, why not go in and we can approve. That's for our customers, so if you are wanting to join on a little bit of fun during the year, and I want to see all of those little stash busting projects, then please take advantage, join the group, and post your before and after photos, and that might inspire us all to get a little bit more sewing done this year. Now, classes are still going, like we said, for next week. So Margot's class for not this Saturday, but next Saturday, is full. But the Value of Colour still has some spots available. There's been lots of people starting to book in for that, which is great, because I think it's just an amazing class for those of you who struggle a little bit with colour, as I mentioned last time. So if you have been thinking about it, don't wait too long, because that's starting to fill up now. So, take the leap. Get another perspective on your colours, and that you'll get a lot out of that class. So have a look at all the things that are happening on our class list, and join in the fun here with us at River City Sewing. So today, in my hot little hand here, I have some things that I'd like to show you that you may not have seen before. Excuse me. One of the fun things that has been out for a little while, but keep dropping them, is imagine when you're cutting out and you have a project that has lots of different pieces, and you have to make sure that you mark all the different pieces because they all go in different places, All right, now generally we would have all put a tried to mark the fabric or put a little sticker on it or whatever, but the guys at It's Sew Emma had some great ideas and made little plastic tiles called alphabetties. Okay, now there's 26 letters and 10 numbers in here that you can pop on all of the different pieces after you've cut them. Okay, so they're designed for labeling after you've cut. All right, so there's 26 letters and 10 numbers in this pack, and it can come in a couple of different colors. And this pack is double letters, double numbers, 26 letters, 10 numbers. So it's an expansion pack. But as you can see, if you've got a very complicated project that needs lots and lots of pieces, then this might be a great way to have them marked, or if you put them, just another way of identifying your fabric. So they're reusable, and they're in some fun colors, and this expansion pack has the double letters and the higher numbers on there. So these are little notions which are fabulous just to have in your stash for those times when you have lots of different pieces that you have to sort out. Classic example of that, if you're cutting a whole quilt and it has all different blocks and there's different elements to each one, then you could utilize these to identify each one. So that is the alphabetties, okay, and they're by It's Sew Emma. We have them here in stock now. So expansion packs, or the blue or the pink. So they're available. They're $15.95 in stock, and I'll make sure that you can see them on the website as well. That if you are looking for something to help you mark your projects, then that is a really cool one. So the next one I wanted to show you is the original ugly thimble. All right, this is what it's called. This thimble is designed that it comes as a flat piece of leather. It has a finger guard, and it has a leather finger guard in there as well, and some glue. And the idea of it is you can shape this and mold this leather and stick it together to form a thimble that fits on your finger. Okay, so this one was shaped to fit mine, and the leather is just beautifully soft. And having the little finger guard there, I know that I'm not going to get sore fingers and needle marks and all those kinds of things, but I've got something that fits my finger. So these are one size fits all. Okay, unlike many of our thimbles that we find, either they're fitted for you or it's small, medium, large, and sometimes they don't quite fit. They don't feel right on your finger, and they tend to either they're too big, they fall off, or they're too small, your finger feels like it's compressed in there. All right, this one feels like it becomes, and it feels like an extension of your own fingers. All right, because that leather is so soft, it doesn't feel hard and rough. So this one here I've had for a little while, and I thought that was a great idea, especially if you don't like really the metal thimbles and stuff like that, but it's just another one to have in your stash that sometimes we need to change things around. I like the Colonial stick-on ultra thimbles because they're nice and thin, and they just sit underneath with a little sticker underneath your finger, and it doesn't have lots of stuff going over the top. This one looks a little bit like a Band-Aid, okay, and it sort of wraps around your finger a little bit like a Band-Aid, but it's so soft and flexible, but it's molded exactly for your fingers. All right, so if you've had trouble, if you've got a little bit of arthritis in your fingers and find it very difficult to find a thimble, then this might be the one. Now these come with instructions of how to put it together. It's really, really simple. The idea is over time, this is put together just with some glue, like regular school glue holds these pieces of leather together. It's quite ingenious how they've designed it. But over time that glue will disappear. You just wrap it up, pop some more glue on, and away you go. You don't need to buy a new thimble. Okay, so you just keep As you use it over time, you rewrap it and away you go again. So it is quite sustainable. It's great because it is something that helps many people if they're having trouble finding the right thimble for their particular hands. Like I said, especially with people who have, trouble with arthritis, but they still like to sew, but always find it difficult to find a thimble. I like it because it just feels like you don't have it on. Like it's just a little bit of, obviously you wrap it around so it's quite firm, but it doesn't feel like it's it feels like it's just an extension of your fingers, which is really nice. And it's so soft that you can, forget it's on sometimes. So it's called the Original Ugly Thimble. Now this will be on our website today. They're $12.95, and I do have replacement ones here as well. So and they were designed to be kitted up with different things. So if you've bought one like this, you can grab another one like this. It's all got the same bits inside. You just need a little bit of glue to add to it. But look, this is a great innovation. I mean, there's been lots of different ones around, but this is a lot of fun, and the quality is really great. That leather is beautiful in there, and it's something a little bit different. The idea is then that after you finished your project, it still keeps its form, ready for you next time you need it to pop it back on, and away you go again with your next lot of sewing. So that's the Original Ugly Thimble, available here at River City Sewing, and $12.95, which is really great. So if you're looking for a new thimble, why not give this one a go? Now the next one I've got is a couple of books today. Now these books we've had for a little while, and many of you would have seen on the internet the 3-yard quilts. Now there's lots and lots of books, and we've had lots of these books here. But 3-yard quilts, they make small, simple quilts that you can achieve using just 3 yards of fabric. Okay, so the idea is you've got quilts for kids. They've done, each one of them, of these books, has about 8 or 9 projects inside using just that amount of fabric. There's there's a heap of these books, but there's all different ones, and there's different quilts inside. Each of them have about 8 quilts in. They're $34.95. They're from Donna Robertson and Fran Morgan. They're a mother and daughter duo. So they have some fun designs, just quick and easy quilts. I mean, they include twin, queen and king enlargements, but as you can see, if you're in the market just for, you just want to make some quilts and use up some of your stash and you're not quite sure, then these 3-yard quilts may be the way. And we'll be having we've got some of these kits made up where it's got, like we put in together fabric that makes like a little sausage roll like this, to give you some ideas on some of the fabric that coordinate together, so that you can buy one of these little sausages with 3 fabrics in to make enough to make one quilt out of the book. Okay, and then you can choose whatever you like, whichever quilt you want to do. There's Christmas ones, there's quick as a wink, like there's loads of different ones giving you a lot of different ideas. So all of these are around the $34.95 mark. We're going to have a little display of all these, and these are all available on our website as well. So we've got a bit of a selection here at the moment, so why not jump in? It is a great idea if you're trying to do a stash buster out of your stash this year and you're not quite sure. Those 4 fabrics that you might pick out of your stash, one of them could be, if there's about 1 meter of each fabric, of 3 of them, then you could probably make a quilt out of this, quick and easy, and then have your other meter to make something else, other fabric to make something else to go with it. So that's a real great idea. So 3-yard quilts. We've got a lot of these books here at the store, so why not come in and have a look? And we've got a few of those little packs made up, and we'll be making a few more of those, just to have things ready that you can just pick one of those up and make a quilt with it. So 3 yards quilts, this is really great. The other book I wanted to show you today is all about colour, and some of you like to use your stash, and like we've saying, generally when you have stash you go through a different like a single type of colour or a single style of colour. Well, this is another way to use it. Now this quilt block colour making book uses a lot of solids, but it uses tones of a colour. Now you could use that for any of your stash. These are quite simple quilts, but it tends to go with colour blocks. So as you can see, using different colour tones, all that kind of thing. So there's 12 projects in this book to give you a little bit of a grounding with colour, but it also gives you practical application of that, so that you might be able to use some of your stash. So we're talking about colour all the time, but it's what we thrive on as creative people, whether we're making clothing or we're making quilts or we're making small decorator projects or whatever we're making. We still have to choose the colours, and sometimes, you know, everything that we can do to help us with that design process and choosing the right colour is great. Okay, so the more resources we have, the better. So this one is $49.95. There's a few of them here at the store. I think it's a great book. You know, there's lots of information in here as well. It's not only just a project book, there's other resources in there as well. So, you know, it's interesting to have some really good resource books, and you know, it's one of those things that to get to feature some of these to you all is fun for me too. So hopefully you like those. So those few things today are great. There's still a lot of product in store at the moment, so why not come and have a look. It's getting, I'm so grateful that now it's getting into great sewing weather, that we can all get back in and get a little bit more creative with a bit more comfort in our sewing rooms. So it would be a lot of fun. For those of you who are viewing outside of Brisbane, Marino and I will be heading down to AQC, and we actually will be taking a Gammill machine down with us. We're taking Statler down to Melbourne. So if you are interested in looking at a Gammill while we're there, come and see us at the stand at AQC. If you are interested in embroidery and lots of fun things like that, I'll be featuring Hoop Sisters and Kimberbell on our stand at AQC. So with a whole range of Hoop Sisters product and designs, and I'll have my sample quilts with me, all those different things. So why not, if you're an embroiderer, if you know someone who is going to AQC that is an embroidery enthusiast, why not come in and have a look with me at the stand. I'll be doing some demos on the stand as well to do with Hoop Sisters, and you know, we'll have some fun projects there that you can purchase, you can order, and we have all the tools and the tricks of the trade ready for AQC, as well as a few surprises coming from the store as well. So why not come and see us at AQC, and Marino and I'll be having a lot of fun there. If you have Gammills and you would like, if you're going to AQC and you'd like some stock, you know, parts or accessories bought down, please pre-order some of those, because we'll be able to bundle them up for you. But if you are thinking that one of the Hoop Sisters designs is on your wish list and you are going to AQC, you can give us a call or send me an email, and I'll make sure that I can bring all those things with me so that you can get your project started. So lots of great things. I'll be bringing Splendid Star with me, and a lot of my sample quilts as well that maybe you want to get up a little bit more close and personal with, that you know, you can see how amazing some of these designs can be, and some of the amazing Kimberbell designs. So we'll be bringing a selection of those that'll be available to you. If you are coming along to AQC, I'll be bringing the Kimberbell designs. I'll be bringing a dealer exclusive, so bring a USB, because I'll be able to put them on some of the dealer exclusive designs. So if you're looking for some great fun designs, make sure you pop a USB in your bag or have some there ready for you. to get some great designs from Kimberbell, and maybe move some of that Kimberbell stash that you might have had, or talk to me about Kimberbell product as well, and we can always make sure that we have it here at AQC. There's only a limited amount of stuff I can put in my suitcase, so if you have questions, or if you have a particular design that you would like to pick up at AQC, then why not send me an email to hello@rivercitysewing.com.au. okay, and we're looking forward to coming to Melbourne. And big news also is Brisbane the week after AQC. We are heading to Craft Alive here in Brisbane, and we will be taking, again, I will be featuring a lot of product from the store. We won't be taking our long arms there, but we'll be featuring lots of machines, lots of product from the store, and again, our Hoop Sisters range of product and our Kimberbell ranges. Okay, so a little bit of a scattering of things from the store, but like, you know, it's only so much we can take. So if you're coming into Brisbane for Craft Alive in April, then, and you'd like some stuff and be able to pick it up if you're coming in from out of town, don't hesitate, give us a call before then, and we'll make sure that we can get that ready for you as a pre-order. Okay, so lots of fun things happening in April with AQC. We've got Easter coming up, which is very, very soon. So but we've got AQC as well as Craft Alive in April, so it's going to be a busy April. But talking of Easter, just to let everybody know that the store will be closed it will close for Good Friday right through until, and reopen on the Tuesday. We're not opening during the Easter holidays. So if you have Easter sewing that you are thinking of doing, which many of you, I know you do, because I do every year, make sure you got your supplies ready. So take a look at those projects. You've got a couple of weeks to get that sorted. That make sure that you've got everything that you need for your Easter sewing, because we're having a break during Easter, and I'll be sewing hopefully, and hopefully you will be too if you're not going away somewhere. So make sure you got all of your notions, your threads, your fabrics, everything that you need to make sure that you can achieve what you want to achieve during that Easter break. So that's all I've got for you this week. So hopefully you've had a bit of fun with some of those products this morning. And if you have any queries, please give the store a call. But from Judy and all the team, thanks for watching. We look forward to seeing you in store again next week. And from all of us here, bye for now.